Citizens of the Reject Nation, it is John, it is Roxy Striar, and together we are Ron Joxy.
Yeah,
yes,
nailed it.
We were debating beforehand what our combined name should be. If you like Ron Joxy, comment below. But we are here today to continue our Blade journey with easily the most beloved Blade film. All of you have told us it's your favorite and it's the best. It's Blade Trinity, and we could not be more excited to send this series off with a bang. Roxy Striar, how you feeling?
I'm feeling nervous because we loved Blade 1, we loved Blade 2. I saw some people in the comments saying Blade 3 actually is underrated.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold on to that hope.
Absolutely, I am too. And what you guys should do is hold on to that like button. Hold on to that subscribe and notification bell. Let us know you're enjoying these and what else you might want to see next. Make sure to follow Roxy and the World Girls while you're clicking all those buttons. And last but not least, as always, if you want to enjoy the full experience of Blade Trinity with us, everything that doesn't make these reaction highlights, come on over to patreon.com/TheRealRejects. We got tons of awesome content over there. Sync up with your own copy. It is a blast. And without further ado, are you ready for Blade?
Born ready to cut deep, Blade.
Killing it. Roll the bumper.
In the movies, Dracula wears a cape, and some old English guy always manages to save the day at the last minute with crosses and holy water.
That's definitely Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, what? Did you know Ryan Reynolds' voice was about to pop up?
Not at all, but you can recognize it a mile away, even when he's chill.
Deadpool introducing Blade?
Dude, maybe Wesley will show up in Deadpool 3.
That'd be dope.
Take that, son.
Yeah, totally. F you, son. How dare you beam? Ooh. Structurally sound.
Absolutely. We should just go right down in there.
It's cuneiform. It's about 4,000 years old.
So why here?
Because this is the cradle of civilization.
Whoa, Parker Posey.
There's something beneath us.
You find a watch? Is it a body?
Whose body? Oh.
Totally fair reaction.
Yeah.
Not overreacting.
Whoa. Okay.
The strobe is intense. They're about to blow this rat up.
Now the rat's gonna defuse the bomb. Oh.
It's like the sound that I can make.
Yeah. Should be a Foley artist.
You're welcome, editors.
My man. Cool as ever.
Wow. How do you do that backward?
Because his instincts are so sharp. Nice. Whip knife.
What is Trinity? Is that a religious term? Like Holy Trinity?
Stone Bridge overpass.
Got it. Heading westbound. I'm just beneath you.
I mean, you know, it often goes there, but it's any, you know, trio,
yeah.
triumvirate, etc.
But in this, I mean.
Triptych. I don't know. We'll find out. Jeez. A really fast editing in this movie.
What did we determine he's shooting them with? Silver bullets? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I guess so. We'll get a montage of him filling shells with silver buckshot. Nice. The UV headlights. What?
Every time I see a car get destroyed in a movie, my heart hurts a little bit.
Oh.
Like, I could drive that.
You could just give it to me.
Cars for kids.
1877 cars for Roxy Striar. Oh.
Oh, he's just so badass.
Every time.
His face is so still.
Staked you with silver. Why aren't you ash?
Why aren't you smarter? Not a vampire, dumb shit!
Is he a wolf?
Oh.
Set your sorry ass up.
What are those, fake fangs?
Just a human?
No.
Oh, just a human.
Damn familiars.
Why aren't you smarter, you dumb shit?
What happened tonight?
He was human.
Getting reckless, Blade. Killing vampires is clean. The ash don't leave any evidence behind.
Except the ash.
What's this?
A new delivery system for your serum. It's an effervescent inhaler. Just bite down on the mouth guard. Delivery's automatic. Some friends of mine made it.
They're also good with exposition.
Now, apparently, an anonymous citizen captured the whole event on video.
Hey, Ray. Here we got a lead.
Let's get your plane, Wilson. Time to take these cowboys down.
Cowboys.
Let's go. Let's do a buddy cop movie.
What's he been doing?
Oh, just feeding. Been through 5 of them so far.
He allowed us to take him in. I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, you are. Oh. Got blacklight tats now.
Do you know the Blade comics? Like, is Danica Talos or whatever her name was somebody to know?
Couldn't tell you. Comment below, people. She's actually a Skrull. She's related to Talos the Skrull. Whoa. Oh. Dang. It's like Sauron and a baby with a Reaper.
Yes.
You shouldn't have woken me.
What?
Oh, no way.
Dominic Purcell?
Prison break. Let's go.
Let's do this.
The world's changed since your time. The humans have a new hunter, Blade.
Oh.
And you'd like me to kill him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it'd be nice. I've interviewed him several times.
Really?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Aw, shouts out. He watches this channel, certainly.
He doesn't remember any of his roles ever. Nothing.
It's good. Every role is a fresh slate.
Yes.
Now it's not just vampires we gotta worry about. We're gonna have to take on the rest of the world, too.
Gotta take on your public image.
I've been doing this since before you were born, Blade. You're like a son to me. I'm
True.
sorry I got old on you. I see you alone, surrounded by enemies. We can't win this war alone.
Yeah, but who can you trust?
Us.
It's true. We'd be good vampire hunters.
Oh, looks like we got ourselves a combo meal.
So let's serenade them with drums?
They're going to try to eat the baby?
Yeah, man. Gotta get that fresh blood.
Chicky.
Yeah, don't you turn around when you're getting catcalled. Just barrel on through.
Oh, I want a mask like that.
I feel like more people should do Blade costumes for Halloween. Not just Blade the character, but all the characters.
Just get like a group of 20 people and dress all as the prominent figures. For
Yeah.
Blade. Yeah.
Walk around with this loaf of bread. You'll be a hit at the party.
Hey, pretty lady.
Of course. It's the X Games vampires. Whoa.
Scream if this hurts, chica.
Oh.
Do you think this is foreshadowing because he looks like Justin Timberlake?
What? Garlic, yes. I wonder if there's a shortage of just jars of powdered garlic in this city.
Yeah.
Staked in the nuts.
But what is she?
She's Jessica freaking Biel. That's what she is.
She's Buffy, bro.
She kind of looks like Faith. She kind of
Yeah.
got Eliza Dushku thing.
Eliza Dushku in the house again.
Ah. Wowie. What is that?
It's a lightsaber, dude. You never saw one?
Of course, might be.
Scream if this hurts, Chica.
Yeah. It did hurt.
What is it?
What you worried about?
Oh no. People done followed us.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
No.
Sometimes the way this is edited makes you feel like very panicky.
Yeah, it's very kinetic.
Yeah. Of like different angle.
Yeah, lots of coverage.
I like that I'm using layman terms and then you're making it elevated and nice.
I'm here to translate for the cinephiles, okay? No! Can't do that to my boy.
Yo.
Go, Whistler, go.
Take that, little bitch.
Are they gonna kill my man again?
Not this early.
Move a finger and you're dead.
How's about this one?
He's got something in his hand. Get out, Blade!
Oh.
Shit!
Get every angle.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Don't shoot. We want him alive.
No, I don't like a defeated Blade.
Yeah, he looks so sad.
I know. Acting.
That's right. Blade took a class.
Special Agents Ray Cumberland, Wilson Hale, FBI. We've been tracking you a long time.
Whistler. Dead.
No.
No, he's not. Right?
I don't know. I hope not.
Say, how many people have you killed, Blade? 30, 40, 50?
60, 70, 80, 90.
1,182.
Wow.
My name is Dr. Vance. I've been charged with giving you a psychiatric evaluation. Would you mind giving us just a couple of minutes alone?
He looks like a superhero in a red shirt.
Yeah. That should be his new outfit with a big old B on the chest.
Like to look like a superhero in a t-shirt.
Can you tell me what day it is?
Huh?
How about the president? Do you know who's in the White House right now?
What year is this?
2004?
Vampires. What can you tell me about that?
They exist.
Are you one of them? When you drink blood, do you feel yourself becoming sexually aroused?
What?
And I'm wondering what your relationship was like with your mother.
Yeah, good question.
Let's go, Freud.
Yeah.
Were the two of you very close?
Oh.
We know what happened with his
He's
mom.
psychotic. Little something to keep you compliant. Yeah, the usual dose for this sort of thing is 200-300 milligrams, but I think with a kick it up to a couple thousand. You don't have a problem with needles, do you?
Again, how many neck injections happen in real life?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Who would have imagined a mere human like me could have overpowered you?
I mean, you've had a lot of help today.
Well, for now, going on 5 years now.
It's the end game, Blade.
We're in the end game now.
Relax.
Thanos. Tony Stark. Tombs. Damn it. They're all corrupt.
Was that the same guy's tattoo we just saw, or the other ones?
No, the other guy too. They were in cahoots.
Both the cops and the psych?
Well, like the chief and the psych guy, at least. Yeah, the superior officer.
But one of the cops isn't.
I think the two cops we saw are not. Like the two who actually brought him in. The one guy above them is. Yeah. Let's go.
The guy with the pony, I can't place how I know him, but I do.
Yeah, it looks familiar.
You're all alone, Blade. No one's gonna help you now.
Why would they take him out of his... What are you, an idiot?
Whoa. Wowie.
Evening, ladies.
Hannibal King.
I did not realize this was coming.
Come on. Let's go, big.
Ah!
Yeah, stretch it out.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay.
So were those maybe silver restraints or whatever, or how did he get his powers back?
Just now? It was that respirator thing.
That thing. Oh, yeah. That's what he's biting on. I was like, what? That the friend made. You know, friends.
Like they got a second to do a badass slow walk. Now we get a hallway fight.
Ryan Reynolds looked very early 2000s with that spiky hair.
Yeah. And that beard.
Whistler!
This way!
What? Daughter Whistler?
Is that what you got from that?
Yeah.
Get up!
Is the ponytail guy like a wrestler or something?
I thought he was asking which way Whistler was.
We're pinned down!
I can't shoot around corners.
I can.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yes. Ricochet arrow. Yes.
Do you think Senior Whistler's dead?
50-50.
Oh my God, that's not a good answer.
I think he's been dead once, so he could come back, but I feel like we didn't see him die.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Whoa.
I had to raid the evidence locker for my gear.
Who the hell are you people?
My name is Hannibal King. And this little hellion right here is Abigail.
Whistler's daughter.
Exposition.
Can't believe that I needed that.
Sure.
You didn't. That was a weak moment of mine.
It's all good.
We all have weaknesses.
It's all good. That's why an exec had them put that in the movie.
This is Hedges, Summerfield. She's
Patron.
the one who built that new serum inhaler of yours.
Is that Natasha Lyonne?
I didn't see her.
That runt you saw earlier, that was Summerfield's daughter, Zoe.
Damn.
We call ourselves the Night Stalkers.
Sounds like rejects from a Saturday morning cartoon.
Real rejects.
You're kids. You're not ready to roll with this. I mean, look at the way you dressed. But that's supposed to be tactical?
They broke you out.
The f is wrong with you? You think this is a joke? You think this is a f***ing sitcom?
That's just rude. I'm pretty sure we saved your ass back there.
I'm impressed.
Like it or not, we are all you got.
The hell makes you think you know about hunting vampires?
Just for starters, I used to be one.
Wowie.
You know the kind of woman that just screams trouble? You see her, and every warning bell in your brain starts going off, but you still manage to ask for her number. Well, that's all I ever hook up with. This Betty.
Oh.
She blew them all away in the shitstorm sweepstakes. Her name is Danica Talos. And unlike typical vampires, her fangs are located in her...
Oh, I've seen that movie too. First movie me and Greg watched on Netflix way back in the day.
We need to pool our resources, Blade. He's come back.
Take a look at this.
Is it really Dracula?
Dracula's only one of the names he's gone by. The Babylonians worshipped him as Dagon, and now they call him Drake.
Now they call him Champagne Poppy.
He was the first of his kind. The patriarch of Hominis Nocturna.
Scientific name.
They found him in Iraq about 6 months ago, and he was pissed.
Sure.
This is a weird facial hair look for Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, it's so like sculpted.
Ooh, love a deep U.
Yeah, I gotta get more of those shirts.
What's with the vampire and cross thing?
You mean them being like warded off by crosses?
Well, he's wearing a cross, and vampires and crosses, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, in this universe, I don't think it does anything. So it's like, you know, it's a good way to kind of give some attitude, but also blend in, you know?
You sell vampire merchandise?
Yeah, look around. We might have a few things.
Count Chocula.
What? You want to kiss me, pretty boy?
Because I'd be into that.
some like weird, slightly homophobic comments in this movie.
Yeah. See, nowadays that guy would just be serious. He'd just be like, "You want a kiss? Like, I'll do it. I'm down." You know.
And that other one, like all my boyfriends buy it for me. Make that sound. Really solid.
We need a new tactic.
Like what?
A biological weapon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, she's a baby.
Yeah.
For the last year, I've been working with synthesized DNA in order to create an artificial virus targeted specifically at vampires.
So what's been holding you back?
We need Dracula's blood.
Of course you do.
UV arc. Whoa. Sorry. The 2 points are connected by a powerful UV laser.
Which I'll take it from here.
Yes.
Yup.
Have you ever been laid?
Many times. With ladies.
I can't take Ryan Reynolds seriously sometimes. He's so
What
funny.
are you talking about? He's so believable.
He's amazing, but he's hysterical.
Oh.
Oh, whoa. Very stylized.
Yep.
Split screen swipe. Split screen swipe.
It's like a comic book.
Please. Who's your handler?
I don't know my handler, I swear! I swear! Oh shit, please!
Is that Eben Moss? Or no?
Hello, this is Dr. Vance. You paged me.
It's for you. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
You know, at some point, you might want to consider sitting down with somebody. Kick back, get in touch with your inner child, that sort of thing. But you might want to consider blinking once in a while.
How does he know he's not blinking?
I know, he's got the shades, like. And who needs to blink when you got the shades?
Like, why have I never seen anybody dressed as Jessica Biel in Blade 3 for Halloween?
You know what? Yours should be the first. Ah.
Where's Vance?
I'm sorry, but you can't see Dr. Vance right now.
No.
All right, Vance, what the hell do you know?
Oh, Jesus. It's him. Abby, it's Drake.
Whoa. Shape-shifting.
I can't get over his name is Drake.
I know.
I had a feeling about you. Just shoot him. Go ahead, Blade. Show me what you're made of. Ah!
Oh. Nice.
If you could shapeshift into somebody for a day, who would it be?
Ooh, I'm gonna shapeshift into Wesley Snipes, man. Spend my day being the coolest dude alive. Ow, that actually looked painful. Whoa. I do appreciate the sheer amount of destruction in this chase.
Yeah. So many casualties.
It's just Kool-Aid Manning through this building. Aww. It's an interesting stairwell. White looking up, red looking down.
Do you think babies have sweeter blood?
Definitely. It's not been tainted by life.
Careful, Daywalker.
Why'd you kill Vance?
It outlived his purpose. He died a good death.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
You will. Do you think they could ever grasp what it means to be immortal?
You're not immortal. I must have heard hundreds of you rodents make the same claim. Each one of them have tasted the end of my sword.
But I think it is more likely the next time we meet, you fall before mine. Touch!
M's fighting words.
Kuchiko.
What a dad.
It's gonna sting a little.
Really?
Oh, jeez.
The bubbling, though.
That did look painful.
We're successful. Say we wipe out all the vampires. What then, huh? And somehow I don't picture you teaching karate at the local Y.
Oh, dude, I would love that.
Karate at the local Y.
He hates me, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I still don't believe Whistler's dead.
Why do you do that?
Sad card.
Yes. She got a line.
Because there's something bad inside of me.
Why can't you just be nice?
Fair question.
Because the world isn't nice.
Fair answer.
I wish he was just like, I never thought of that before.
Genetic sequencing enzymes.
You want a party favor?
Yeah.
Silver hollow points.
Done.
Do you want a party favor?
Yeah, that UV, bow thing.
That's half as hot as the sun.
Done.
What are you doing here? Talk. Talk.
Oh, whoa.
Up.
Spill it.
You know what we're doing.
What's inside?
Whoa.
Now, what's behind door number 1?
Can't tell you. They'll kill me.
Kill you, mother. I'll kill you.
I do like the Blade's a little more loose in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, of everyone getting cool guy dialogue, his is my favorite. Whoa, they've got Jim Morrison. Whoa.
What an epic reveal. Oh, this is crazy.
It's like Daybreakers again.
Why kill your prey when you can keep them alive? Under optimal conditions, a donor can generate anywhere from 50 to 100 pints of blood. Productive.
Aww.
At any given time, there's what? 2-3 million homeless wandering around America?
Ooh.
Are they aware? Do they feel anything?
They're in a chemical-induced coma. They're brain dead.
They are experiencing nothingness, oblivion.
They're going to win. Can't you see that? He's come back. There's nothing stopping them now.
It's me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely, there's you.
You got 20 seconds.
I'm getting out of here.
20.
Cool.
I loved that moment. Yeah, but what happens to them now?
They just die? We'll see. They must have a contingency.
Or we won't see.
Maybe it's just sad.
Now, Gnome King.
Oh, she is blind. Okay.
This ain't no video game.
There you go, Patton. Whoa!
I knew it. I wouldn't let it go, and I knew it.
But is he
I don't know about that.
changed?
Very possibly. He's the villain now. Or did he shapeshift into him?
That's what's going on.
Dude, you're dead.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
They're going on and off.
Guys?
Do not kill Natasha Lyonne.
Oh.
Up. No. No. We'd only just met. Wow. No. Don't worry, she'll restart the day over again. Sweet birthday, baby.
Groundhog's Day?
It's a Russian doll reference, Roxanne.
Oh. His fingers stretching. That was gnarly.
Yeah. Get those Nosferatu fingers. Nowadays, shouting king just, you know, is just like a general term.
Zoe.
Whistler.
No. Don't fall for it. I don't know. Of course, he's calling her.
That's what happened to me at the beginning.
Could that be you? Ask your doctor if immortality is right for you.
AstraZeneca. Oh, no.
Oh, poor thing.
Where's the daughter? This is very the Joker-esque.
Sure. Trying to torture him.
Use it.
What, like the pain or?
Yeah, channel that rage. Channel the hurt. Yes. Scream it out.
Oh.
Dog's a vampire. Oh! I didn't think that was true.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
We've been porting the vampire gene into other species. Experimenting. You made a vampire Pomeranian?
Vampomeranian.
Vampiranian.
Vamp.
Precious in me.
Well, that depends who you ask, because clearly this dog has a bigger dick than you.
And when the did you see my face?
That is the best response to that.
He looks like he could be Wolverine right now.
Yeah, look at that Marvel bod right there.
I know what you really fear. What would hurt you more than anything else?
Whoa, ow.
You don't want to go back to being one of us, do you?
Because we could really use a go-getter like you on the team.
On the team.
That's right.
I'm going to watch you day after day as the thirst keeps building.
Yes.
When you become a vampire, do you just get a tattoo?
There must be somebody there. Somebody from the family who's like, yeah, we got to mark you up.
I'm going to bring the little girl in here for you to feed on.
Jeez. Is that 240 frames per second? It says FPS.
Force per shot? I don't know.
Hey, that's actually maybe not bad. That might be what it is.
My name is Calder. I'll be your driver this evening.
Okay.
Intense. What if this was entirely scored by Drake?
That would be
unreal.
That would be something else.
If you're watching this, I'm already dead.
Oh my.
I want you to promise me that you'll take care of her, okay? I've been reading her the Oz books every night. We just started reading The Emerald City of Oz. You know, the one with the Gnome King.
King.
Oh. Yes, King.
As a precaution, I transmitted the genetic sequence to Calder in case our main stock was destroyed. You're gonna need to infuse it with Drake's blood. Every vampire in the immediate vicinity should die almost instantly.
Good.
You need to know there's a chance the virus could destroy you too. I'm not sure if your immune system will be able to tolerate it. I'm sorry. We just didn't have enough time to properly test it.
When did you make this video? Like an hour ago?
Before she went to go find, I guess.
So it can be shot from one of the 4-barrel rifles. You must be sure that the shot counts.
Is that Kris Heyerdahl? Is that his name?
I don't know who that is.
He's a great character actor too. He pops up in all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, he looks familiar, but I don't know the name.
Do you want to die?
Yes.
I'm not afraid.
Yes.
I'll go to heaven.
Yes, you will.
Love her. Spit on him.
What if you could remain a child forever? Wouldn't you like that?
That would suck.
Interesting.
What age would you want to be stuck at forever?
That's a good one. 8? I don't know. Time of innocence before all this madness.
No sex, no drugs?
I'm like 8 or 22. Pick one. Yeah. Suit up. Boomerang knife.
Let's take it back to the concrete streets. Synchronized bike riding.
Look at that.
Jessica Biel low-key is a great action star.
I'm here for it, yeah.
Is this nifty little tracking node surgically implanted in your body? You see, when one of us goes missing, the others, they just dial up the satellite, which is in space.
Oh.
Instant cavalry.
After, you know, a few hours.
You see that tickle that you're feeling in the back of your throat right now? That's atomized colloidal silver.
Oh.
It's being pumped through the building's air conditioning system, you juggling thunder!
Wowie. Whoa.
Dragon.
Fat lady should be singing right about now.
Drake's doing a collab.
Do you have a cell phone?
Right on time. Ow.
I love the red in his cape and everything. It's just dope.
Got your toys.
Yo, ripped.
She's auditioning for Tomb Raider right now.
Yeah, and the part's hers.
Sure. Dude, she worked out for this. Look at those arms. Hell yeah. That's right. You should have been flexing this whole time. Take us to the gun show, Roxanne. Wowie.
Ooh.
Jeez. Woof. Nice. I want a boot knife. Yes. It's okay, stunt team guy. You got your featured moment. Yes! The boomerang.
We've been waiting. Yup. It's the sickest.
You okay?
Does she know her mom's dead?
Watch out!
Oh, nice. Uh-oh.
Me.
Yeah, now it's
me sideways.
Now it's Resident Evil.
Who's a cute little guy, aren't you?
Me sideways.
What a shot.
Is a weird term.
Also, yes.
Because aren't you usually sideways?
Oftentimes.
I guess.
Not always, but often.
It
I
should
also
be
like they
me.
framed him through that dog's legs.
Me standing up. Like, that would be the rarity.
Yeah. Or upside down.
Upside down.
That'd be hard. That'd be difficult.
Oh, what are you doing? Whoa.
Yes.
Oh.
Wow.
Pom-pom.
Nicely done, Chris Redfield. Sorry, Resident Evil jokes.
Okay.
Yes! Awesome.
You seen my dog? Have you tried the lobby?
Oh.
Ready to die.
I was born ready, mother.
Yeah.
You were.
Go.
Sometimes his head went back with no punch.
Yeah. I'm out.
Where's Jessica Biel? With the kid?
She'll step in and like save him at a crucial moment.
Do people ever get into fights like this in real life?
I feel like a lot of real life fist fights are very short.
Yeah.
And not very stylish. Come on, man. Vanquish the sixth god. Ow, King. King. Hey, aw.
It's killing me where he's from.
Yeah, he looks so familiar. Ooh, twofer. It's a Saw movie now. Whoa. This is a cool death.
Should have done that earlier.
Yeah. Whoa. Yes.
Kind of a weird moment, but I'm into it.
Wow. Oh no. Ow.
Yeah.
If you're reading this, it's too late.
Take him out. Take him out.
Take him out. God's plan.
He caught it.
No. Grab it, Blade. Yes. Whoa. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Little tiny little platelets floating up into the sky.
That's wild looking.
Yeah.
But is it going to kill Blade?
Yep, definitely. That's why the franchise ended after this terrific final send-off. If you're breathing this, it's too late. That would have been a better Drake joke.
Give it up, King, she said.
Give it up, King. Go off.
Go off, King.
No. No, Parker Posey.
I don't need to survive. The future of our race rests with you. Sooner or later, the thirst always wins.
What a line.
Breathe a big sigh of relief, Blade.
What if the vampire part of him died, but the human part lives?
That'd be an interesting turn of events. And then Blade finally gets to retire and raise little Zoe.
Blade 4.
Yeah.
Blade and Zoe.
Yeah, and then it'll be like Batman Beyond, where it's like old man Blade, and then Zoe's out hunting vampires.
Some Logan-ish.
Yeah.
You idiot.
Yeah. What good are you, FBI? Couldn't even track down a hive of vamps. Federal Bureau of Idiots.
Yup.
Did he take his shirt and jacket off? Or was that Drake?
And Drake's final gift? Let's just say the FBI got their body.
Got their mixtape.
Just wasn't the one they were banking on.
Oh, that's why he had no shirt on.
That's why he had no shirt. It was all there.
Incredible. That was cool, you Drake.
Thank you, Six God.
Blade was still out there somewhere. His life was a war. And everybody knows the war never ends.
Ha 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 ha. Nice shot. Okay. directed by David S. Goyer.
Yo.
Okay. Damn, man.
I wonder what happened to them.
I don't know. Nice, cool credit medley. Oh, the RZA co-did the music. That's neat. That's kind of cool. Felt like a very hip score.
It's even hipper when you say it.
I know, especially in that white guy voice. Ooh. I appreciate they made these credits a music video.
So is the Trinity Blade, Jessica Biel, and Ryan Reynolds?
That's right. The definitive Trinity.
Or is it the Pomeranian and the two dogs?
It was those three dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And they get this like Christopher Guest starter pack on loan. Triple H, he was a wrestler. There you go.
It's obviously Triple H. What am I, an idiot?
Duh.
Oh my God, it was just so out of place that I didn't even realize it was fucking Triple H. I can't believe that.
Yeah. I figured it had to be, like some
I was
kind
like,
of wrestler
this
cameo
guy, oh my God.
or a
That was-
stuntman
Take
cameo.
away my fucking card for anything ever.
Yeah, you failed this day. Let the record show how badly you have
That was
let down the wrestling community.
embarrassing.
You're off my team, Roxy.
Well, I with Triple H.
Sure. How could you not recognize him in this star-making performance?
He looks pretty much the same now, too, with his hair back like that. Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking Triple H. That's crazy that I didn't pick up on that.
Yes.
That is fucking nuts.
It's okay. We just watched The Watcher Boy for the first time, and The Big Show is in that. And I was sitting there going,
like Big Show.
I know this guy. I know him.
Oh my
and
God,
I couldn't
Triple
bring it to mind.
H.
Yeah.
You guys at home must have been screaming at me every time I was like, I know him.
That's those angry comments, man. You'll never forget Triple H's face
Holy
again
shit.
after this.
Damn, man. I just did Triple H dirty.
You did, Roxanne. I hope you are prepared
you
to
didn't
make
do
a public
better.
apology.
I do feel really bad.
I didn't.
And
That's
you know
fair.
what?
I could have made a lot more Drake references.
Anytime
too,
we've
so I'm
talked-
feeling like a failure.
Yeah, totally, 100%. Every time we've talked about, like, in life, not just me and you, but people, right? You talk about Cena, you talk about The Rock, you talk about Batista,
Sure.
Sasha Banks, like, anybody, because of
Becky
Mandalorian.
Lynch,
Well, what's Becky Lynch been in?
not movies.
Right, I'm just naming the people that are in TV shows and
Gotcha.
movies.
All right.
And you
Ronda Rousey is in a movie or two.
Totally. And Triple H, I feel like many times people have said
Yeah.
Blade 3, and I just never like put the pieces together.
Kane was in See No Evil.
I didn't see
Wrestler
See No
Kane.
Evil.
Nor did I, but he's in it. He's in
Yeah.
a couple of those movies.
Damn, I'm so bummed with myself right now.
Hulk Hogan also did a bunch of movies.
Yeah, Stone Cold.
Steve Austin, yeah. Well, what did you think of the film? What did you think of Blade Trinity?
I thought it was solid.
Really? Okay.
I think it was my least favorite of the three.
Yeah.
And there was moments that are not solid. But
Yes.
overall, I think because I had such low expectations going in, I totally think it's serviceable.
Yeah, it's fun. Like it's cheesy and it doesn't have nearly the flow and the mood that the first two do. But I'm not going to pretend like I didn't just have fun right now. I mean,
Right.
like, I'll put on the first two way sooner than I'll rewatch this.
It's
But-
not egregious, though. It's not like you're watching it and you're hate watching it and you're like, oh, this sucks. It's like, it definitely, it's okay.
Yeah, it definitely feels like somebody's, like, I feel bad for David Goyer saying this, but it felt like some producer's nephew wrote the script because just, like, the dialogue is just so much.
The dialogue's tough.
Is just like everyone's talking like a cool guy and swearing in interesting and creative ways that I feel like are very much aimed at like a high school audience.
Yeah, and it was some of the editing choices were challenging too. It's like very jarring at times, but I still love Blade as a character.
Yeah, I'll watch him all day.
And I really like Jessica Biel in this, and I think it was fun to have her and Ryan Reynolds and kind of play off each other. Like the parts that are silly work for me because it was enjoyable. And I still think like the costume design, sick, you know, there are elements that I'm like, yeah, that really works.
Yeah, like it's always a joy to watch Wesley Snipes. We got a little
Right.
bit with word. It just is a word.
That is ridiculous.
Word to oh, got post credits. Blade will return.
Is Blade the originator of the post-credit scene?
What was the very first post-credit scene? We should go back in film history.
2004. So this is 113 minutes. It definitely felt longer than that to me. This felt like a 2.5-hour movie. It did drag at times. Horror, drama, gritty, intense. Yeah, I don't know about the horror part.
I would put cheesy into the, like, this one has the most defined element of camp, I feel like. This, honestly, like, though this is nearly a 2-hour movie, and though it does in some ways feel longer than that, it also felt like I was watching, like, an episode of a Blade TV show, and I know there is a Blade TV show people have mentioned, but, you know.
Animated?
It's live action. It was like a one-season show, different guy. I don't know anything about that, but watching this, I was like, this does feel like this got adapted for TV, and now I'm watching like a pilot that somehow they were allowed to do a lot of swearing throughout. But like even a lot of the violence and the gore gags and stuff were like a lot less. Like this felt like a PG-13 movie with an R-rated dialogue pass.
Well, there was a lot. I mean, I swear every other word, but this movie really swore every other word.
This movie reminded me of your friend in high school who just like wants to say the most outlandish swear word salad combinations just because they want to come off as like cool as possible. Like that's the thing. Is like the Ryan Reynolds character feels like, you know, every teenage guy's fantasy, like when you're 13 and you're drawing like anime characters and you're like, yeah, this is my cool guy,
yeah,
you know.
You literally asked at one point.
He's got this cool beard and he's got the spiky hair and you know, he's always got an attitude and a quip in the chamber, you know.
Yeah, you said, did Ryan Reynolds write his own dialogue? And I was like, oh no, that means that John cannot be enjoying it.
No, I was enjoying it, but it was that thing where, like, looking back over so many years, this is before Ryan Reynolds was, like, the brand that he is now, and yet even back then, it feels like he's doing his Ryan Reynolds thing.
Right.
Like, you know, it's toned down, like, 3 to 5% from where it is now, but, like, yeah, I mean, he's pretty much just doing his attitude and his, you know, thing that he brings to a movie. So, like, I think I expected... You know, it's like when you see, you know, somebody with a really high profile earlier on in their career, you know, you see them before the persona is developed. Whereas here I was like, oh, this feels pretty much like seeing him in X-Men Origins or Deadpool or any number of other things.
Did you watch Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place?
No, what is that?
Oh, okay. Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place is a TV show that Ryan Reynolds starred in, I'm going to say in the late 90s, that I was obsessed with.
Okay.
And this was Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place to me, just like with a different beard.
Sure.
I'm telling you, Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place, 1998.
Oh, wow. This is vintage Reynolds.
Yeah, it's the first time I ever saw him, and I grew up on Ryan Reynolds, and then later on, I think that's one of the first things that he ever did. But it kind of reminded me, he was very goofy in that, and he was very goofy in this.
Well, yeah, I remember, like, yeah, this is the earliest probably action role now I've seen from him because like, back in the day, I was used to the idea of him as, like, Van Wilder or various other comedic roles.
Yeah.
And things like that, raunchy comedies.
Yeah, I definitely feel you. I mean, I think that he is just so great. I watched this year Welcome to Wrexham, which is, he bought the soccer team, and it was the doc about him buying the soccer team.
Yeah, him and Rob McElhenney.
McElhenney, however you say it, from Always Sunny.
It's Always Sunny, yeah. Mac.
Yes. And I think that I think Ryan Reynolds is truly, like, unbelievably dynamic as a human and as a performer, but it was a little jarring in this movie, the juxtaposition of him and Blade. Like, it just felt like they were in two different... Even Jessica Biel. Like, Jessica Biel and Blade were in one movie.
Yeah.
And Natasha Lyonne was in one movie.
Yeah.
And then Ryan Reynolds. And sometimes that's life. You know, sometimes characters in life is like, what room do you think you're in?
Exactly.
So it's not like it never would happen, but it was very like, this is the Ryan Reynolds show. But
yeah, totally. Like, it feels like they let him walk around and do improv and stuff like that. And I don't know what the vibe would have been if that was like his thing, or if if David Goyer was just like, yes, go, this is gold, let's get it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and that gives it a certain additional, I guess, like comic bookiness, because again, all the dialogue is kind of like that. But this one, like, you know, I appreciate across all these movies that you have, you know, Blade is this sort of singular figure. He's got Whistler to some extent.
I missed Whistler in this.
Yeah, I did too. Like, I was sad that he left so early, and I get that they got to set up, what's her name, Allie or whatever.
Abby.
Abby, the daughter, yeah. But at the same time, I was sad that he had to completely depart in order for that to happen. And I think that they could have done a lot more with the emotionality of that. I mean, not that, again, this is trying to be a drama, and this movie, I think, out of all of them, is the least concerned with those kinds of storytelling flourishes, but I would have liked some kind of mourning or just some kind of more emotional send-off for Whistler, or I don't know, like something
we didn't even
for
know if he was
Abby.
dead. Yeah.
We don't really know if he's, it's like it looked like he died, but we
Yeah.
didn't see it. So nowadays, especially, that usually means nobody's dead. And for his daughter, it's like, yeah, you have that like shower scene, you have a couple moments, but like she just lost her father, from whom she probably had like an odd relationship, given, you know, his life of vampire fighting and their whole traumatic experience from the backstory and everything. So like it would have been, I feel like, nice to commemorate that somehow. But yeah, like these movies all have like a fun dynamic of like it's Blade and Whistler, and then you've got like a colorful cast of like additional semi-allies he's got to work with, and that creates like a fun friction dynamic between them, and then, you know, whoever the new super vamp monster is. Like, it has all the ingredients of a Blade movie, and it's certainly like clipped along, but it's not as stylish. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's like hyper edited and just like tons of cover. Like, there are a couple fights I thought that nicely still accentuated or attempted to accentuate, you know, Wesley Snipes' motion, especially, you know, his prowess as a martial artist. But there's a lot of stuff in here that feels a little bit like an editing salad, you know, and that also kind of reminded me of a TV show, because you have way less time to shoot all that stuff. So oftentimes you'll just have a lot of whip pans and a lot of quick cuts, which, you know, it wasn't full on that here, but it certainly was like the least punchy in terms of the action. Not that I didn't like some of like his retractable, like the knife on the lead, I thought was kind of a neat thing. He got to use the boomerang knife once. They have all these crazy ass gadgets, but even that was like, all right, we got our crazy gadgets, and here's our like montage of like showing off the gadgets and stuff. This just felt like a bunch of modular elements being plugged in rather than a story that went from beginning to end in
You're
any fluid
colder
way.
on this than I am.
It's fun, but it has like way more, like I can easily see how this is a drop off. It's
Like, would you say this is a C for you?
yeah, maybe like a C. I might put a plus on it for enjoyability, because again, I was never annoyed, I was never bored, I was never upset by anything. I was just like, after the first two,
It was average for you.
yeah, it was pretty. I feel like mid would be like kind of a mean thing to say about it, but yeah, it was kind of average. It was fun enough, but after the first two, you know, clearly we've seen how it can be way better and not feel quite so, I don't know. It just felt like it was like just chop moving along, and they have so many interesting characters, and I was like, oh, cool, Parker Posey holding it down for part 3s of horror franchises here. And like, I liked...
Why? What part 3 did Parker Posey do?
Scream 3.
Oh.
Pretty famous, like, Parker Posey turn from she wants to come back to Scream, and even if it messes with the lore, I'm here for it. But it's like, you've got them, and they're kind of characters, but then you've got Drake, and Drake is kind of, you know, he is the big bad, but I feel like both of them kind of get shuffled around and slightly diminished by just like the overall structure of the movie.
Is Drake the best you ever had?
Oh, of course, always. Yes.
Been waiting for that for 2 hours.
Oh, it's okay. Honestly, never mind. It's okay. I'm trying. I'm running out the roll. I don't have the biggest Drake lexicon, so I'm running through all my.
Okay, really good. Really, it actually was interesting that they did name him Drake though, and that they did have a character King, like things that at the time they never know would be distracting.
Yeah.
But in 2023, it's unbelievably distracting to have one character named Drake and one character named King.
Yeah,
it just was like every time the King thing, you and I had to hold back laughter, and it's like that. They never could have predicted that would turn into what it did. But it's like, get up, King, and I'm like, yeah, get up, King.
that worked out. I think that appreciated in value
as
because
opposed to
of
Drake.
That.
Yeah, where it's like,
yeah, Drake. You're just thinking about Drake, and I liked that lore element of like, oh, Dracula. He's taken many forms, and they do that thing of like, oh, some of the lore he hasn't turned into mist, but he can shapeshift, and he's been called many things, and now it's been sanded down by time to where he's called Drake now, and he's got this crazy form, and like I liked all that stuff. It's like this is a movie where I had fun, but I can easily see how you could take everything that they had at their disposal and make a much better version of this.
I hear you.
Because too, you had all the Daybreakers thing where you have all the people in the blood bags, the homeless folks that they are harvesting. And I was like, that's an interesting idea. We should explore. Oh, no, that's just kind of like a neat set piece, and then we leave there and we don't really think about it again. And even like the science stuff was like as neat. I liked having it. This whole like we've developed a new, poison, and if we can just get, Dracula's blood, we can wipe them all out, or at least all of them near here. Things like that are cool. It's just like nothing ever really like immerses you far enough to you feel or that I felt like the true weight or the stakes. Like everything kind of breezed by, and it felt much lighter and much more like a chapter. It felt like an episode of like episodic TV where like everything's gonna reset next week, whereas the first two feel like they flow from one to the other.
I definitely feel that even with the post-credit scene where it's like, more to come. For you, does it go 1, 2, 3?
Probably. 2 I liked a lot. Like I think probably 1 just because it has a bit more of the breathing space and more of the I don't know. Yeah, you never forget your first. It's just got all those iconic moments. It's got a nice sort of breath to the tone while also having all the action. The second one, though, I still think is really imaginative and fun and action-packed. But yeah, I guess for that little extra ounce of like tone and story oomph, I would put 1 at the top. But some days I might put 2 at the top. But, it's like 1, 2, and then, leave a space, and then 3. I'm like 3 I like significantly less, but it's still fun. Like if I wouldn't go out of my way not to buy the 3-pack if that was the choice.
Yeah.
Because I really liked having Jessica Biel, and I thought it's weird. It's like it's fun having both her and Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is fun to watch for the the like cinema anthropology of it. Just,
he is.
But he's in his own movie. He's doing his own thing. He's the kind of center point from where all this high school kid dialogue is coming from. And everybody too, the King thing and the Drake thing, like it's another one of those where like everyone's got a cool name and everyone calls everyone by name all the time. And I'm like, it's cool when people call Blade Blade all the time. But when when everyone's like, "Hey, King, what's going on, King? You think you're better than us, King?"
Whistler.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, clearly you think these are very cool names, and this movie just feels like a guy trying to be super cool, and he's only halfway.
Name him Joe.
He's got the cool jacket, but clearly you can tell he's trying way too hard to be cool. Just the whole movie, not Ryan Reynolds specifically, but like.
I'm devastated about the Triple H lack of knowledge that I just displayed.
Okay.
Put some respect on Triple H's name, bro.
Yeah. And I mean stuff like that. Like I love that they included him, and I like that he at least gets to be a prominent hench character. But I feel like even in a previous Blade movie, it's like I think back to having Donald Logue in the first one. He's just a hench, but he's like prominent. You don't really ever forget about him. He's got a good amount of personality. And I liked what Triple H did here, but I was like, man, in a slightly different movie, he might have had even more to do. Or Parker Posey. Like Parker Posey, I really liked. I thought she was going to be I thought she was going to be the big bad at the beginning, and then she just kind of gets lost. So I'm like, yeah,
there's a big chunk without her where I was like, huh.
Yeah.
I thought that it was Dominic Purcell. Like, I thought it was Parker Posey, big bad, then but then it's totally.
Yeah, once he's Dracula, you're like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, totally.
But yeah, it's like I liked her presence and I liked her look and vibe, and I think there is something to the campiness that they went for with this movie that could have worked in a more like. In a way where I'm not asterisking so hard. It's like, again, I enjoyed it, but whereas like I feel like there's a version where I'm like, I love the cheesiness because, you know, not in spite of.
I'm not trying to shoehorn this into every review we do, although I am. But do you know what I feel like this movie needed?
It needed a little romance.
It needed a little romance.
It could have used.
I'm not effing around, guys. I get whereas Blade 1 and Blade 2 didn't have as much room for it. Don't you feel like this movie had room for it? Either between Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel, or Blade and Jessica Biel, or Natasha Lyonne and Jessica Biel.
That
like,
I'll take that one.
Any version of that, or even Parker Posey and Dominic Purcell. Like there was room for sexy time.
Yeah, there was room.
Don't tell me you couldn't have made out in this movie.
Not at all. Yeah. Well, yeah, and vampires
vampire
are decadent
stuff.
and
Yeah, like,
sensual.
You're gonna give me three. You're gonna give me a vampire trilogy with no fucking at all. I think that's egregious.
It is a little bit.
And I know, and I read all your comments, and I love you guys, and you're just like, why is Roxy lover of love shipper ships? Because I am. Because I am.
Yeah, and it's a hallmark of the genre. I'll give it to you. I mean,
the blood, the necks, the sexiness. Make out. Take your shirts off.
I mean,
We did get some shirtless stuff.
We got a lot of shirtless stuff. Jeez. I mean, we got shirtless Dominic Purcell, which I feel like he only got bigger after this. Oh, he only got more jacked. But Ryan Reynolds, man, that was like, whew. I didn't expect you to be so buff in this movie.
And then we got shirtless Blade.
Shirtless Blade, absolutely. I mean, you know, the coolest guy ever. That's the thing. It's like I would have even settled for one of those, like the first movie and the second movie with Blade kind of have. More so the second even have this thing where, yeah, you have this sort of main supporting female lead and you're like, oh, is there something there? Maybe a little bit. And it doesn't ever really come to fruition or anything, but that makes sense given what the stories are. I could have done something like that. Because like I would be a little conflicted if it's like, okay, Blade's going to get with Whistler's daughter. But I don't know.
I hear you.
There could be some kind of latent magnetism, though. And that's a neat little nuance I think the previous two have that's kind of unique. Whereas, yeah, here, there's not really any of that. Or, yeah, you could have Parker Posey, like, trying to live up to Dracula or trying to please him, trying to, you know, be his, you know, right hand and share in, you know, eternal decadent love and blood and all that stuff. Yeah, like just a lot of opportunities they could have taken.
Thank you.
Sure, absolutely. And yeah, it's
vamps like to bone.
They do. They're all about it, and
it's a lust thing.
Sure.
We didn't even see the dogs boning. You don't think vamp dogs are going to be humping each other? I'm not saying I want to see that. I'm just saying.
I have to do so much editing on this review. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just less direct terminology.
Bone.
Fair, I guess. It's all context. YouTube's getting smarter about context.
What can I call it?
Passionate lovemaking.
Yeah. Oh, it feels worse.
Yeah. Nothing gets people drippy moist like some passionate lovemaking. Yeah. But like it's also one of those that you have so many great elements and you have a great ensemble, a lot of character actors, and yeah, like you get a Patton Oswalt. He was making it.
He was in it.
He had at least made sweet love a couple times established.
As
so
he said,
it was represented
to women
somewhere. Yes, he specified. Which, God, no need to be insecure, man. We all go through phases.
Yeah, there were a couple moments where I was just like, this does feel very 90s, not 2000s, the way that they're treating, like, same sex, whatever it is.
Sure, yeah, everybody's got to go out of their way to be like, I'm super straight and cool.
I'm very straight.
Cool and straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas now, yeah, the fun is kind of riding the line to a degree. But yeah, it's like I really liked Jessica Biel's presence. Like I don't think it's a kind of movie that gives her like a real opportunity to shine with the material. But I really liked her presence. I like that she clearly like put in the work. I believed her most of the time when she was fighting. Yeah, like like at least her arms. You see her arms, and like it looks like she really worked out. Like she got kind of built for this. And I love when people, especially actresses, like throw down for that, because I think there's often that pressure to be like, still be dainty, but also kick ass. And I'm like, no, if you're gonna be kicking ass, like look like you practiced a little bit to kick ass. And I love that they had her in that mode here. Like, yeah, if in the hands of the folks who had made the previous films, I would have loved to have seen that character, because that's another cool opportunity. Whistler's daughter, new addition to the team, new generation. It's a trope, but it's also something that I think would work really nicely. Works decently here, but yeah, just could have been richer.
Any world in which we would see her again?
I mean, now with the multiverse and all that stuff, I mean, who knows?
Because she is, the way I thought...
I doubt it, but it was possible.
The way I felt about her, and this is how I feel about Emily Blunt in Edge of Tomorrow, where it's just like, I feel like you're really, really good with the movements.
Yeah.
I believe everything, every shot, like you really, like you said, she bulked up and she just looked a killer.
Yeah, like I not no slight to her, and I liked her a lot in Texas Chainsaw as well, that remake, but like it's one of those casting choices at this moment in time where you're like, okay, this could easily be just sort of like, here's your catapult, we're going to try and get you into movies now from TV. And not to say that I had like a low expectation or any particular expectation, but yeah, after, you know, the movie finished, I was like, yeah, she really showed up to this. And like, she is, as much as I think Ryan Reynolds surely probably gets the attention for this movie in terms of supporting cast, like I thought she held it down with what she was given. I would be happy to see that character again and that rapport with Blade again. I was bummed about Natasha Lyonne, like, because I thought, yeah, she's got nice presence. I like the character they developed, her and her daughter. It's just so brief, you know? It's like I could have done with a little bit. You could have introduced like this whole team in ways that actually make us care about them, so that once everything happens later on, it's not just, oh, he's got a kid, that's a bad thing to do, we got to stop him, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This entire trilogy had a lot of Natasha Lyonne's, though. Like, it had I'm thinking back to the second one with our dude from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
You know, just
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus, thank you. Just people that you wouldn't expect, or that I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know that Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel were in this. I didn't know anybody was in these movies at all. And every movie, I feel like you and I were like, "Whoa, that person, that person." Triple H, I'm gonna be kicking myself about the next 10 years.
It's okay. Forgive yourself.
I
It
can't.
happens to the best of us.
I can't.
It's all good. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. More Drake references. Although that's a recycled one from earlier. But yeah,
Really good.
Not great, not terrible.
Okay, solid.
It is fun. I had fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would even go so far as to call it solid.
Okay, that's me. I'm allowed to say solid.
Absolutely. I'm glad you thought it was solid.
I'm sorry that you did.
It's a solid experience. It's weird. It's not the word I would go for, because I think it is like kind of a weird medley of moments, and it's just, yeah, it's just not as expert, not as graceful, not as...
You're right. It's not consistent. So solid, you would think it'd be like a consistent. I think more like, to me, the medium is the average is solid.
Yeah.
Like when you combine the highs and lows and divide, it's solid.
Sure. Yeah, I can see that. It's like I feel like everything was there. You know, they had everything they needed for greatness. I think at least they got me with enjoyability at the very least. You know.
Good.
Yeah, I'll take that. Is there anything we missed? Is there anything else you wanna touch upon?
Triple
Anything
H.
you're feeling particularly passionate about?
No.
Yeah.
This is fun.
It's fine, yeah. Dominic Purcell, good to see you.
Good to see you all.
This was very much, it was like a bunch of people hopping in from TV this time around.
I'm going to miss Wesley.
I am too. Like, that's the thing, is no matter what in these movies, like, he is great and he's a good core.
Yep.
You know, I think that's it. Like, this movie feels the most impersonal in so many respects, because I feel like in some ways it doesn't even fully... You got Ryan Reynolds narrating. It doesn't even fully feel like we're 100% like... I feel like the first two, you feel like you're with Blade the entire way, whereas here you're kind of hopping around to a bunch of stuff in a way that feels a little less focused. I don't know. But Solid.
Ron Joxy.
Ron Joxy. Solid time at the B movie exploitation cinema. But what did you guys think? Leave us your Blade Trinity thoughts. Do you love this movie? Do you think it's underrated? Are we slagging off your favorite motion picture? Let us know.
Oh, no.
And what should we check out next? And, oh, those dogs were kind of neat. I like that they brought back the Reaper mouth for the dog.
I like a good palm.
A good, yeah, vampom.
Vampom.
Vampom. Well, guys, pet your vampoms, kiss your moms, and hey, before we get out of here, let's do a Mikael Linden. Mikael lives in Sweden.
Oh, word.
That's right. That's right. Word. And that was the last image or, before the post-credit scene, that was the last sentiment the movie left us with. And if there's anybody who is good with a word, who is eloquent, it's Mikael Linden. He's a classy guy. And
everybody from Sweden seems to be classy. Sweden's full of class.
Dude, I believe that. I mean,
I've never met a Swedish person that wasn't like very sweet and Swedish. Just
a sweet Swede.
Totally.
Yeah.
And the last name Linden. What do you know about Lyndon Johnson?
Oh, not a lot.
Me neither.
You should enlighten me with your historical prowess.
He's a president.
Yeah. Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Is that true?
Yeah, Lyndon B.
Should have been. Oh, yeah, B.
LBJ.
Yeah.
The LBJ.
But secretly, our favorite Lyndon is you.
Oh, yeah. No. Lyndon Johnson doesn't hold a candle to Mikael Linden. Doesn't hold a McCandle.
You basically were saying you should be president.
You should be president.
Of Sweden.
Of Sweden.
And here.
Yeah, or the prime minister, whatever your government's setup is. And if you were a vampire, because you got a lot of, older historical, history-rich buildings and architecture and just, you're from an older part of the world. So I imagine that, if anybody, our Patreon's likely to have some vampire genes hiding down somewhere in their genome, it could be you. And
very true.
And if anybody was to turn us, I would be honored if it was Mikael. Honestly, I would let you get all close and bite my neck.
Well, Swedish fish are red, and blood is red.
But Swedish fish are apparently not Swedish, according to Mikael. He sent us a message.
Oh, he did.
Yes, I gotta get back to him directly.
Okay, this is a good dad joke. Because we're talking about food things. Where did you know that French fries aren't made in France? They're made in Greece.
That's for you.
That's for you, Mikael.
That's for you, Mikael. We love you. Stay crispy, and we'll catch you next month. Stay pledged, and stay Swedish.
I don't think he can help it.
I mean, technology is advancing every day.
That's true. AI.
You can change whatever you want pretty soon. You'll have designer babies. Why can't you have designer tomorrow for yourself?
Solid.
Anyway, peace, buddy.